What is good, people? I'll tell you what's good. Gatling Gun, that's what's good. Now, you probably noticed that little opening montage, right? How deceptively fast this thing builds ACS strain. Catches people off guard all the time. I love it. Now look, I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time going over the build. I'm just going to talk about it very briefly. Because honestly, I'd rather just go into individual parts and playstyle during gameplay and commentary. So real quick, right? Gatling Gun. On its own, it's okay. It's not bad. 2 Gatling Guns? That's better. But Gatling Gun plus pistol? Boy, that is a vicious combination. It's so sick. Now, if we go to pistol, right? We run for pistol. Coquelet. Why the Coquelet over the Ducket? Honestly, I just like it. I prefer the higher rate of fire, but I have been testing out the Ducket, right? And back and forth between them, I like them both, but for this gameplay for now, Coquelet. That's what we're doing. Alright? The weird part on you guys probably looking at like, what the hell is that single orbit doing there? Honestly, I just like it. Like it puts in a little bit of ACS strain. This build gunfights very well, so it helps with that. And the DPS is pretty decent. Nothing special, but it adds up. I just can't bring myself to take it off. Just don't feel right. And so it stays. Now, Pulse Blade. Nothing special or groundbreaking here. You stun your opponent, you hit him with the Pulse Blade. That's that. Pretty simple. Now, is this build crazy, meta-defining, a huge shakeup? No, it's not. Is it effective? Hell yeah. I'm sitting at close to A3 rank right now, and I've used just this build. This is just my build. I haven't used anything else. I have a ton of fun with it. I just love it. But yeah, man, let's get into gameplay. Alright, what do we got first? We got Tom with double pistol. This will be a close range fight, which is actually great because that's where this build thrives. It doesn't really have any burst damage, right? It's not like you get stunned, someone hits you in the dome piece, the laser again, your health's gone. Like, it doesn't do that. It's DPS. And it puts out a lot more than people would expect. So yeah, it sticks to people, and the biggest advantage that I've seen that it has is the ACS strain that it does put on people, it takes a while for that to drop off. So whatever damage you put into them, it just stays, and you wear them down and you just punish. Over there was a little slow on his dagger punch. I didn't even realize at the time that he had a Ruger until that happened. But assault armor, big feats man to the dome, and then finish. It was a quick match. Like I said, you wouldn't expect it, but this thing puts out a lot of damage really quick. And it's able to move very fast too. It sticks to people, it's relentless, just all over them. A lot of times what happens is people will start just running, and then we're playing tag. And let me tell you, I am perpetually hit all day. So, in this, I'm just looking to avoid the pistols, right? Double pistols don't stagger a lot, just like that. But he misses his punish again, which is obviously going to cost him pretty heavy.
AP at 50%.
If they're not moving like he is, you will stun people very quick. And sword, missed the kick. Kind of risky going for that kick, but that's a habit I gotta break. Yeah, just wear them down. That's it, man. Like I said, this build gunfights very well. Okay, what do we got? Missile rat. Let me tell you something about my build, right? It eats missile rats for dinner. For dinner, for lunch, and for breakfast. And the reason for that is because that ACS strain I talked about, right? How it builds up, it takes forever to fall off. And so you never find yourself in a situation where ACS strain falls off and now you're back to square one. Nah, you just run them down, put them in the dirt, sit down, where you going? And that's it. It's a wrap. It works well. Look, let's put this guy against the wall real quick. Swing, swing. Where you going, homie? Nah, there's no running. Look at, come on, brother. Come on. Terminal armor. I love to see in terminal armor because all it takes is a bullet from the Gatling Gun. Bink, done. And that's it. It's a wrap. Yeah, this setup just has a really good matchup against missile rats. It wasn't intentional, it just kind of turned out that way. And again, it's because that constant ACS strain doesn't fall off, so it just puts crazy pressure on them. They can't really breathe. And the build's fast enough to just run them down too and chase them. They just can't get away. Which, funnily enough, they end up playing a lot more close range if they have melee, but that's kind of what I want, so it doesn't really work out. Look at this. Get that shit out of here, boy. Walk right through that hammer. It's just because you didn't know that brute force is my method and ignorance is my companion. But no, the match went pretty well. I mean, he's playing as well as he can. Like, he's a good player. I think I fought him once before. I can't remember. But no, we're just chilling now. We just finish him off, run him down. Still got that terminal armor, but I have such a lead. And there isn't really much he can do to me, so I said we just wait for that to drop and just hit him with a couple pellets. Bing, done. There's nothing to it, man. It's a strong matchup for me. It's fun. It feels good chasing down missile rats. I know a lot of people hate them, so you know. Okay, looks we got another missile rat here. He's got melee on that left side over there, which actually, funnily enough, this fight goes a little differently from the way I was expecting it to. And you're gonna see what I mean. So we're gonna charge right in, right? I'm gonna close the distance, and you'll see right now. Look. Whoop! This man just starts swinging. Like, all right, you know, whatever. That was pretty cool. Wasn't expecting that. Not bad. Look at it again, swinging. This man's just trying to play the sword game. Too slow on my punish there. Cancel out his pulse armor. Went for a kick a little too late. Look, this man just swing this, so I start swinging back. I'm like, damn, this is how this fight's gonna go. Okay, like I'm down with it. I wasn't expecting a missile play with some stones, with some guts. You know what I'm saying? Look, swinging again. This man's going ham. It's ridiculous, but I respect it. It's cool. I'll play that game. So just trying to avoid his sword strikes here. He's just going off with them. You know, maybe I fought him before, so he kind of knows what to expect from those. He kind of figured he can't get away. Maybe he'll do melee instead. But I remember right around this time, I remember thinking to myself, I'm like, look, my AC's name is Silver Knight. Doesn't that mean I'm honor bound to sword fight this man? Okay? So I decided in the second round going into it, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to swing a little bit more in the neutral. I'm going to sword fight this dude. If he's swinging, I'm swinging. So look, he goes right in, swinging again. And I'm just trying to look for a good opportunity to start swinging there. I go for it. He beats me to the punch. He won that trade. Fair enough. Fair enough. I like it. But yeah, this is actually a fun match. I stun him. A little outside of my punish range. Couldn't do anything. That was a mistake on my part. He whiffs. I'm sticking on him. I'm looking for my opportunity. Right? Just dodging around. There's this swing again. I like his playstyle, that in and out missile and then swing. I screw up again, but watch this. Sword, boy! Clean! He puts his freaking Tims on my forehead real quick, hit him with the assault armor, and boom. Finish him out with a sword. Perfect way to end that fight. End that duel with a sword swing. I respect it. I like that dude. He's cool. Hyde, you're dope. That was a fun fight. Thanks, man. Double pistol again. So this could be a very dodge intensive fight, which is actually a good time to talk about my generator choice on this setup, right? So I run the VP20C. The reason why I run that instead of one of the coral generators, even though coral generators have nice capacity, I just prefer how quickly my energy comes back after use with the VP20C. And I play very grounded, so it plays into the way that generator works very well. This build's a lot more agile than you would expect, so feeling like you constantly have like no energy downtime is crucial, especially when it comes to sticking to damage. When you're fighting things that you really have to respect their stun potential, like double pistols for example, or Vientos, having constant uptime on being able to dodge and get away from that stuff is huge. Yeah, we're gonna go and blow away his pulse armor there, go for the kick, a little late on it but still land it, and then that's it, that's the end of that first round. So, talking about the generators and stuff too, I want to mention the booster. With the NGI booster, I think I was originally using the PO4 booster, or the one right next to it, the other P, I can't remember what it is, but I just wasn't dodging things I wanted to dodge, so when I switched to the NGI booster, it was a huge difference, especially like I said, I play more grounded, so that extra quick boost thrust is huge. It helps out a lot, and I like it. It fits the playstyle I build a lot more. It's just more fun to me. As far as the orbit goes, right, I kind of undersold it a little bit. So it does pretty solid damage and ACS strain. Not a whole lot, but it helps contribute to the ability to gunfight with this build. And that's one of the reasons why I say I can't bring myself to take it off. It just works really well. It's one of those things where you don't expect much of it, but when you have it off, it just doesn't feel right. At least for me. But homie's gonna freaking put me down here. Round 2 didn't really go that well. I probably could have dodged a little bit better. Now for the FCS, I'm actually running the Abbott. instead of the Ocelus or the Ocellus, however you want to say it. The reason for that is because the Ocellus, while it has really kick-ass close range capability, I found myself really liking the tiny little extra bit of medium range assist on the FCS, because I'm not constantly in a situation where I got my barrel inside people's nostrils, so the extra little medium range assist helps. I'm over here looking for this dude. I remember back to this, I couldn't find him at all. Like thinking to myself, really, this is what we're doing, playing hide and seek? Looking back at it, he's probably at that building over there, which I was going over there next, but yo, check this out, look at this. Boom! Out of nowhere! Double pistol assassin, Hitman style. Yo, when that first happened, I was thinking to myself, I'm like, damn, that was sick. Hasashin! Yeah, it was pretty cool how he did that. I don't know how I didn't see him, but yeah, it's shit like that always makes me laugh. It's fun. I mean, you gotta have fun with these games. But yeah, that ambush, man, kind of set the tone for this next round, huh? Because I'm getting destroyed. Yeah, there's no way. I mean, you can bring it back, but you see here, too slow on the punishment. I could have brought it back, but missed out that second swing, and that's it. You just put me down. It's a wrap. But good game to this guy. That ambush was sick. All right, Viento. Oh, worm meat over here. This is a dope name. Worm meat. It's because he's rotten. He knows what build he's playing. That's why he named himself that. There you go, my AC Silver Knight. So against the Vientos, right? As long as you dodge well, you can gunfight them better than you expect. Catch a lot of PvO players off guard with that. Actually fight them pretty well. I actually like, of all the meta builds, I like playing against the Vientos the most, man, because it's just a much faster paced game. And it feels good, kind of like stun them before they stun you, especially because you know they're using Vientos are known for just stunning. But like his ACS is already pretty high. He hasn't really put in much work on me. I don't know if he was because he was trying to scope me out and see like what the build was capable of, but wastes his assault armor there. Swinging at the air with that laser slicer, man. I'm assuming that was a misclick. It happens. I do plenty of that, trust me. But yeah, my first punish, man, I wasn't close enough, so I didn't want to risk going in for a punish after the fact and then getting stunned up, because you guys know how those guns are, man. You think you're alright, next thing you know, let's say you staggered, all your health's gone. But yeah, this match is actually going by pretty well, right? I'm about to get that stun off, finish it out. There it is. Swing, done. Round 1 complete, not bad. And then going into round 2, I'm just looking to replicate more of the same, really. I like kind of starting off on my match. You probably noticed, like assault boosting in, because I don't want to give people a chance to gain any distance in case they do. But, so I'm assuming, I mean, really the only thing that he has to do is just not miss his punishes, and then he should be in good shape, right? So, it seems like he's playing a lot more close range this time. Kind of got a feel for me, he knows what he needs to do. And I kind of linger a little bit too much in the air there, and I get caught in a silly slice. I'm like, get that out of here. But I completely forgot he also had assault armor, so I ate that. But it's not over. You don't give up no matter what kind of build you're facing, dude. You keep going. Look at this. Bank, bank, stun. That's it. Brought it back. Game finished. Always don't give up. Just keep going. You never know. Someone might mess up. You might freaking turn up. You don't know how it's going to turn out. Just keep fighting. Got the double 9-volt batteries over there, stun guns with some Huxleys on the back. So, pretty much, the way this fight turns out is it's not as crucial to go ham with the dodging as it is with, say, Vientos. But obviously, we know stun guns, they do a lot of damage, man. Now, the fact that he has double Huxley means I have to play very dodge intensively, more than I normally would, because you can sit there and kind of eat some of the stun gun things. You know, you don't have to dodge all of them, but you don't want to play that electrical discharge game on top of the ACS stream game. You're just going to get wrecked. It's a bad time. So his Huxleys are down. You know, I got my orbit up, and that's a funny thing about this fight, right? Anyone that uses Huxleys or the orbit knows. Any little thing that causes you to stop in your tracks, man, that thing's going to get shut down. But as long as you keep that in mind and just keep reactivating it. You know, you get kicked, reactivate it, stun, reactivated it, get hit with electrical discharge, reactivate it. You'll still be able to actually get some use out of it and not feel like it's completely useless. Which I think in this second round you'll see it. I did a pretty good job where every time it shut down, I turned it right back on.
which can be tricky when you're middle of a fight. But yeah, I went for a cheeky sword swing there. That can easily throw a game, so I don't know what the hell I was thinking. You know, sometimes you just gotta throw it out. You never know. I'm catching dirty and putting you in the lead. Sometimes you just lose, and that's okay. Then you learn. So going for a punish there was kind of slow, but I still managed to get one swing off. Assault armor was slow there. That's something with the assault armor, man. If you're using assault armor, you really gotta get good at either predicting pulse armor things or being quick on the trigger with that thing. Because if not, you just feel like at a huge disadvantage. It's almost not worth it. There's been plenty of times where I want to switch to pulse armor, but I prefer assault armor. I think it's just a lot more fun. Pulse armor is cool. And it probably fits my build better, honestly. But I can't give up that beautiful feeling of just deleting someone's pulse armor, man. It's great. So I'd say you just gotta play what you like. As long as you make it effective, you'll succeed with it. Just stick at it. So playing very dodge intense while those Huxies are up. I kind of stayed on the ground a little too long then, paid for it. But he's almost going to get stunned, so I'm going to capitalize on that. Huxley's up. Punish. Get that. Oh, he's assault armor. I thought it was pulse armor. Not paying attention, clearly. So he's low enough, right, where I'm just going to play far away and just pepper him down. A lot of people think Gatling Gun, you know, long range, they suck, which is true for the most part. But you don't have to be that far away for it to be effective. So look, building up damage there, and I don't think he's really respecting. He should have just assault boosted in, but just pepper him down. That's a wrap. That was a good fight. Stun gun fights are always fun too. I like the fast-paced stuff. It's just my playstyle. Alright, what do we got here? Patriot. Okay, so I've actually fought this guy a whole bunch of times, right? I don't even know what the official score is between us. I don't know if it's like 2-2 or he's up on me, I'm up one on him. I don't know, but you're gonna see in this one, I didn't play well at all, man. I just made some like ridiculous mistakes. Which honestly, that's just part of the game. It's competitive, man. Like you're gonna make mistakes, your opponent's gonna make mistakes. It just happens. So yeah, he stuns me pretty early there. I go for the assault armor, getting them off me, and I didn't even punish. Like look at that, I didn't do anything. I didn't switch or nothing. I don't know if it was because I had this habit sometimes, right, where I'll think I switched and I didn't. Well, you probably know how that is, right? It happens, it's frustrating. But yeah, that costs you. You don't get a punish off, especially fighting a build like this. Like it hurts, it's not good. Stuns me again. He's a little slow on his punish, right? So he kind of messed up there. And I go and look at this, just staring at him. Look, my brain and my fingers start to just take fire real quick. Like, yeah, you know, we could win, but we can give him the round. But, you know, there's no sense getting too freaking tore up about it. You know, personally, I feel like it makes more sense to get frustrated at the mistakes you make rather than getting mad at the game itself. Because if you get mad at the game itself, right, you're going to start having less fun with it. You're not going to want to log on. When you do log on, you're going to be subconsciously irritated, right? Like, you know, this goddamn game is some freaking BS. And you're just going to play worse. And it's just not going to work out for you. So, I mean, this really, it just makes sense to self-reflect before you push blame outward. And that kind of applies to, like, life in general, you know? You end up way better off in the long run if you kind of evaluate yourself first before tossing blame around. So this round, I'm still not playing great. You know, he's kind of putting the work on me. Doing some dodges here, but he has such a strong lead. I don't even have my assault armor. But you never give up, because, you know, because if I'm making some mistake, he can make mistakes, you know? You saw from the last fight, you turn it around. But it ain't looking good, you know, but I'm still trying anyway. You never know. But now look at this. Ooh, my back is broke. Spinal. There we got mid-range rifle with the soup. Soapish. This guy's almost S rank too. So this build is kind of interesting, right? You know, this very kite-heavy build, you know, as you've seen, this build actually does very well in chasing people down. But the funny thing, like I talk about the ACS strain on my setup, right? I ate all those missiles, that was a mess. But I talk about the ACS strain that my build's able to freaking put out, right? Well, those rifles, they're deceptive too, because the ACS strain they put out falls off so quickly. But if you take consecutive shots from those things, dude, you get stunned real quick, really fast. Anyway, this match pretty much a wash. I didn't really play well at all, so he put me down pretty handily, really. So what's my adjustment going to this next round? I'll ram my head into the wall harder. I'm just gonna chase him faster and stick to him more. That's pretty much it. This build is pretty simple, man. There's not much to it. You shoot and you have fun doing it, and you just don't let people get away from you. So I get stunned real quick. There's the deceptive strain I was talking about, man. You see how quickly it falls off? But it don't matter. So I stay kind of close, but I make a mistake here, right? Stunning people outside my punish range. So I go underneath the bridge here to kind of just like recenter myself, take a breather, you know, tell myself, you know, stop doing that, you're gonna lose. And we just go back in, just take it. Sometimes you gotta take a breather mid-match. Sometimes you can't do that, but you know, you try. But look at this. Right up there, stun, way faster than you probably expected. Kick, drop down, terminal armor. That's it. It's easy now. Just a couple little pellets will do it. Just one. Think, finished. Nothing to it. You just gotta, you gotta readjust your playstyles, right? I mean, that's pretty obvious, you know, but we all get stuck in our head sometimes, right? You start getting frustrated and you just keep playing the same way. Telling yourself to play different, you keep playing the same way, you get wrecked and get irritated. Just take a little breather, in-game if you have to. It does wonders. So same thing here, just chasing this dude down. I don't want to let him get too far away, and I'm trying to stay closer to him and kind of drop my fire when he's too high up and I don't have the energy, so I don't stun him outside my range. That's a huge improvement I've done over time. I've gotten a lot better at that. And it makes a world of difference, clearly. Like, look the way this match is going. Get the kick in there. That's it. We're chilling. I got a huge AP lead. I got assault armor. I'm worried about nothing. Just take it easy. You can bring it back, but I'm feeling good. So you just stay on them. That's it. Terminals pop. Relax. You can dodge, dodge, dodge. Oh, the orbit real quick. Look at it. Pew! It's so much like that. I love the orbiter. So sick. A little laser beam pew pew time. Feels good. Ooh, flamethrower and that damn laser cannon, man. I hate that thing. I'll tell you something about that laser cannon, right? If you're using those things single, double, and you're just banking on that charge shot, brother, you're doing it wrong. Just shoot them in neutral, bro. Don't even worry about the charge shot. The amount of damage and strain that thing puts off as normal shots, and for how quick it reloads, it's ridiculous. Probably the only weapon in this game I actually look at, I'm like, can we nerf that, please? It's kind of busted. Like, the other stuff's strong too, but come on, bro. You can't even dodge those things either. It's a pain in the ass. So he's got the hammer and the flamethrower, which, you know, kind of doesn't look good for me because I'm close range setup, but I'm not scared. I'm gonna stay in there. Hit him with the sword. I mean, that's my place. I gotta be in close. I just gotta try and focus on not eating too much and really avoiding that hammer. There's that laser cannon. But yeah, that hammer, man, that thing hurts, and he got me there. So going into the next round, right, I'm gonna try and focus more, if I remember correctly, on staying either below him or above him, just to avoid the hammer. Because I joke around like, I'm going right through that hammer, boy, get that shit out of here. But that shit hurts. You don't want to do that all the time. So I see that laser cannon going, and this time I'm just flying into him. Look at that, just assault boost through the hammer. I don't give a crap. I'm trying to just out damage him, right? I want to stun him before he decides to let that laser cannon rip. Stun him here, good punish. Go for the kick. Always risky, but against tetrapods, I find it's a lot less risky because that hover, they're not really too quick to avoid the kicks. I mean, that could just be playstyle too, you know, but for me, it just works out. Ate that laser cannon, but the lead I have is so strong, I'm not even worried. But you gotta take him seriously because you can just bring it back instantly with that cannon, dude. It's no joke. Just run him down, gun him down. Get out of here. Where you going? Down! Do a little drift king over there real quick. So next round is just gonna be more of the same thing, right? Keep the same strategy, replicate the success. And the only thing I'm honestly concerned about beyond everything is just the laser cannon. Like, the laser cannon stun into hammer will kill you. That's just way too much damage. So here he is floating around, trying to stay above him, and just trying to adjust, right? If he's floating like that, I want to stay above him. If he's above me, I want to stay below him. That laser cannon, dear lord. Get the swing off. It's not looking good, but get the kick. Look at that clean slide with the assault armor, bro. But now look at this. Ooh, come on! That's it. Dodging them flames, dude. It could have easily been game. It was a close match, man. Good game. I like the build. A lot of variety in it. It's oddly effective too. Pretty dope. Viento, earshot. Oh man, we all know how that goes. Don't get stunned. But yeah, I want to talk about something real quick, right? When I was first trying to like figure out how I wanted to do this video, right? I was trying to figure out if I wanted to showcase how build diversity is still alive and well in PvP, or if I wanted to just show how my build does against the meta builds. And funnily enough, I was struggling to find matches with meta builds, man. That day it was just constant, like, different stuff, man, like all kinds of different builds, and it was cool as hell, and they did well, right? So it's still alive and well in the game, man. I eventually decided to, you know, showcase how my build does against meta builds, but, you know, the variety's dope. You know, people complain about, oh, people optimize the fun out of the game. There's still plenty of diversity. I mean, this build, look, heading towards S rank, nothing meta about my build at all. I run into non-meta builds all the time at the same ranks, and people do well. You just play what you like, but obviously you have to make sure it's good. You have to make sure it's good. Like, you can't just sit there and, well, I like these weapons, and you set up in a way where your build sucks, and then complain that, you know, you can't succeed in this game unless you play meta. It's like, listen, the only people that are playing rock, paper, scissors in this game are the people playing the meta builds. That's pretty much it. Certain things really strong that wreck other things, yeah, but you can build your own thing as long as it's well-rounded and you shore up its weaknesses, you're fine. I mean, look at my build, right? This was the build I played through the game with, dude. And all I changed out was 3 things. I changed out the boosters, the arms, and then instead of pistol, I was running songbirds. Songbirds, dude, I still took it to C3. I'm on my way to S rank. Like, you can make things work. You just practice. And not, you know, some things aren't good, but some things are. And you just make it work. Have fun, dude. Enjoy the game. You can do it. Not hard. What are we looking at here? Iron Coffin. That's a badass name. So we got shotguns and earshots. This is another episode of Don't Get Stunned or it's a wrap. So my build is close range. How does it do against shotguns? It does well, honestly. I know the usual strategy with shotguns is stagger your shots, right? Because it just makes more sense that way and it's more consistent. But actually, I feel like shooting both of their shotguns at the same time against my build, sometimes it works out better because it just puts out more pressure on me, especially if you can land them. The stagger shots, it doesn't make me sweat enough and I can just melt them down with the Gatling gun in the meantime, you know? But this is another movement crucial match, which the way my build is, almost all the matches are movement crucial, right? Like I can tank shots, clearly, better than lightweights. But I'm also not a heavy, you know, it's just kind of just the life of midweight. But a nice dodge there. And this is close, right? I don't know what he was doing shooting there, probably misclick. And somehow that earshot didn't kill me, but you know, that's fine. We take those. With some of the latency nonsense that happens in this game, you know, we'll take that every now and then. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Yeah, man, so I've noticed with this build, right, you can play it a little different. You don't have to be in their face all the time, but I find more success when I'm more aggressive. Like, whoop! Damn! That sword swing dodge was tight. The smoothness. You just stick on him, stun him, punish him, cancel out his assault armor. Yeah, like I was saying, like, I've tried playing a little bit different, like, you know, a little more reserved and stuff, but with this setup, man, I just find more success playing aggressive, which is fine, because like I said, that's my playstyle. Yeah, this build's sick, man. I could do a lot. Like, try it out. You know, I'm not stingy. You want to try out my build, try it out, dude. I mean, who am I to say anything, right? I mean, you bought the game just like everyone else. You can do whatever the hell you want. I'm just saying. You know, I'm cool with that. Okay, BVO, Velgor. Oh, you know what? I actually fought this dude earlier on. He was using Missile Rat build, I believe, which I put him down there. And funnily enough, now he's on BVO. So this man's got his finger on the pulse of the metagame. There ain't nothing wrong with that. If that's what you like, if you're just trying to succeed, you know. So fast-paced game, I included in here specifically because I thought it was cool. It's kind of a visual spectacle, this one, and he's pretty good. So just dodging around, right? Trying to break his pressure, he's trying to break off mine. Like, he kind of knows my playstyle a little bit. I kind of know how he likes to play, sort of. He's on a different build. Lingered a little too long in the air there, but I get the assault armor to get him off of me. So now I'm just trying to wear down that pulse armor, right? Dodge behind the cover real quick. But he's got the advantage, right? It's like only take like 2 shots to stun me, really, and there it is. And I honestly didn't think he was gonna be able to punish me from down there. Like, he jumped up way up there. Like, that's surprising. That crap don't ever happen to me. I usually just whiff. But, you know, it is what it is. Maybe it's just his legs got a good jumping ability. I don't know. Hey, but real quick, right? So I was talking about different parts throughout this video, and I mentioned how I used to use different arms. Before I was using the Meza arms, and then I eventually swapped out to the Hal because I needed more energy defense, dude. I was getting demolished by laser weapons. Still get kind of demolished by laser weapons. Everyone gets demolished by laser weapons. But I want to get less wrecked. So I ended up making that switch over to the Hal, and it was a noticeable difference, honestly, like big time. And so that pulse armor, doom, to the dome piece, gave him the Tims real quick. But the other reason I also liked about the Hal too is it gave more explosive defense, and even though the arms are heavier, they didn't slow me down that much, so it just made sense to make the switch, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, all I changed really was, like I said, 3 parts for my playthrough build. This is what you see here. The biggest change also is changing out the songbirds for the pistol. I mean, who would have thought, right? No surprise. So I'm just sticking with this guy here, letting the orbit kind of put down the shield a little bit as I pull back, let some ACS strain drop, kind of reset it. I'm feeling pretty good, right? Because I got assault armor still, he's got nothing. So in my head, the match isn't won, but it's looking very good because he can't punish me without getting punished in return. Yeah, 1 swing, 2 slow on the punish there. But also, hey, you guys are probably wondering around this point, right? Speaking of energy weapons and stuff, probably thinking, yo, where is the laser tank glitch? We know you have it. We know you're fighting them. How's your build do against that? Don't worry. I got you. It's coming up right now. Check it out.
AP at 30%. AP at 30%. AP at 30%. AP at 30%.
Pretty dope, right? Nah, I'm just messing around. I got actual gameplay footage for you guys. And I'm actually going to set out the commentary on this one, that way you guys can actually just focus on the gameplay, alright? So, enjoy.
AP at 30%.
Wait. What?